Hi guys. Okay, so we are gonna go live. I hit record now, so we are ready to go. Let me clear off on the screen and pull up our presentation. So welcome if you are you haven't met me. My name is Julia. I go by Jules Fit4Life on all my socials, so that's maybe where you saw me. If we haven't met face to face, hello. I am blonde hair. Yes, I do usually wear glasses, and I am sitting on my guest bedroom because the internet's better. So this is where I work. This is my office. Actually, it's over there, but you know what I mean. It's at home. So I have my coach Brighton on the phone here, and we are going to kind of go back and forth. Primarily me talking, and also a little bit of Brighton, as she is a little bit of a newer coach, but she has a great story and a lot of things that you guys could probably benefit from. But let's jump over to the slides so you guys can see those. I'm going to share my screen, and you guys can follow along so you'll see the screen as well. So 1 second. Okay, so sorry, people are coming in late. Okay, so screen share. And make sure you guys have pen and paper. We'll probably ask questions, like I might ask throughout, but majority of the time we will do it after. And also I should say, I have my prizes sitting right next to me, next to my wine, which I hope you guys all brought some. I have a few prizes that we're gonna give away at the end of this, and it's some good stuff. So make sure you ask questions. The more engagement you have, or just the questions, more feedback, like anything, we're open to anything. The more tickets you'll get into like the drawing, and I'll draw tomorrow live on our event page. Okay, so let's make sure we present. Go. Okay, cool. So you are obviously here for the Fit4Life Coach Sneak Peek. I told you who I am, and I told you who Brighton is. So let's get started. Okay, so welcome, right? It's happy hour in Washington. It's 5:30. I guess it's a little bit later over where Brighton is, but I'm drinking. I know she's not. She's being a great fitness coach and challenger because she wants to stay on track. So this is technically a yellow container if we're following the 21-day fix. And yes, I haven't had all of my carbs for the day. So anyways, I hope you guys are drinking with me, and we're going to have fun. So I love this quote too. I want to inspire people, and I want someone to look at me and say, because of you, I didn't give up. It's funny. I'm actually getting stuff like that in my inbox because I do put my social media out there. So it's kind of cool. And that's why maybe you're here today. So that's a good question. Why are you here? You know, think about it. Are you here because I invited you? I begged you. Maybe Brighton begged you to come. Maybe you're a new challenger, you know, in one of our groups. Maybe you're a social media fan and you're just here wanting to learn more. Maybe you're needing a little bit of extra income. Maybe you love fitness and you wonder like, how can I make this a business? There's a ton of different reasons. So, but why am I here? Okay, how did I get started? Well, besides the wine, this is my squad. This is below, so it's Tracy, Caitlin, Brighton, and Chelsea. Some of my challengers, some of my customers, just a few of my customers, some of my coaches, but this is who I am, and I want to make sure I inspiring them as well as inspiring, you know, who will be on my tribe eventually. I became a Beachbody coach about 3 years ago now. I think I just hit my 3-year mark, and it's been a life-changing thing. I will say I met my boyfriend through this business. I am from Iowa, and now I'm in Washington. So life-changing, right? I think my mom will definitely attest to that because she misses her daughter. And all good changes, of course, but it's definitely life-changing, and I'm helping other people change their lives too. So that's why I'm here, and I want to be able to change your life potentially, you know, if you like the presentation. Hopefully I can change a little bit of your life too. Okay, so why do people coach though? You know, this is just some of the reasons. Like I just Googled this and this will come up, and it's, you know, so many good reasons, right? It allows you to be home with your kids. I don't have any kids, but I like staying home. I will say I had a full-time job. Once I moved out to Washington, I found one, and I thought it was, you know, what I wanted to do. It was actually a really great job, a manager position, and my parents were super proud. I had that big girl job, right? And I hated it. Like, it was not what I thought it was going to be. I just, corporate life, I won't go into all the details, but it was not me. Here I am able to get what I want done with my house. I'm still busy. Like today I was running around, like I'm still sweating from just everything that I had to do for my business and for I like being a little bit more of a housewife type of person. So this is more of my fit. It allows me to travel. My boyfriend travels every single month, it seems like, somewhere, and I get to sometimes go with him. Right now I'm not there with him, but I could have gone there. I just had a training yesterday, so I couldn't go because of that. But if I didn't have that training, I would be where he is, using my computer and working. So it's all these great reasons to be here, checking out what a coach really is and why people are coaches. So what is a Beachbody coach? That is like the number one question, right? If you haven't seen any information from me or a video from Brighton, we'll get into the nitty gritties, but like, just look at this photo. I know it's a little blurry, but these are coaches, all of these people. And there are so many out there. There's I think it's like 500,000 coaches out there in United States and Canada, and we're growing like every single day by the hundreds, like not thousands. I don't know those numbers, but we are just people. My coach is a radio DJ. I fell in love with her station on XM radio, and she's my idol. And she's also a Beachbody coach. That's how I got started. A financial associate. I am a recent college graduate. I know it's hard to read, but I graduated last year in December, and I'm here now. I have a background in event management. Brighton is going to school, and she's a grad student. So there's lots of students. There's a stay-at-home mom. There's an accountant. We're a lot of people. There's stay-at-home dads, stay-at-home moms, nurses, stage managers. Like, it goes on. So really, that is what a coach is. Let's talk about what a coach isn't. A coach isn't somebody who is a professional seller. I think of like a real estate agent, or just somebody that goes to school to be a salesperson. We don't sell, and we don't think of ourselves as salespeople. A coach doesn't need to be a fitness expert or a nutrition expert. You don't have to be super, super fit. You don't even have to be, you don't even have to be totally where you want to be yet. If that's not I'm not trying to look like that, but if you don't look like that or don't want to be like that, that's fine. You are perfect just the way you are, but we're all on a journey to look our best and just feel our best is, obviously the bigger goal. So, and you don't have to be a nutritionist. I get that all the time. Well, you're not a nutritionist and you're not a personal trainer. And that's like the best part about it, right? We don't have to be those professional people. There's really not much experience involved. You just have to be yourself. Okay, so this is what a coach does need to be. These pictures you might recognize from social media. And then one of our coaches who is on our team, Kayla in the corner, she's awesome. She's at work, drinking her Shakeology. A coach needs to be in love with our programs and products. Our products obviously are stuff like Insanity, P90X, representing P90X today. Shakeology, our super daily dose of dense nutrition, like those things are who we are, and we have to be passionate about it and dedicated to helping people achieve their goals using our products, and whether that be just Shakeology, workouts, whatever it may be, we help people get their goals achieved. And we're committed to being proof of the products ourselves, obviously by drinking the Shakeology and working out. And then we're really a messenger of our success stories and our own transformations, that just being through social media. Like, these are all social media posts. And it takes a little bit of that type of person to be willing to share that with other people. And of course, you have to have a willingness to learn and grow. That is what the book stands for at the bottom. Okay, so wait, I kind of told you this is kind of a slide that we kind of slow down and, we talk about the prizes. So just remember that we are going to do a little bit of a raffle at the end, and make sure, you ask a few questions at the end, take some notes throughout, any questions, and we'll love feedback too. We always are taking comments and anything like that. So, okay, right? The big question, pyramid scheme. This is my favorite. Well, not really my favorite, but I thought this that movie isn't my favorite, but that is a funny meme. So I thought that was perfect. This is like one of the things I get all the time. Even my parents like thought it was this, and it's definitely not. I will reassure you that it's not. Pyramid schemes are illegal. I will, justify it with that as well. It's a very common question though in network marketing in general. The short answer though is no, of course not. Don't confuse the system and just like how our binary structure looks of network marketing. Obviously, yes, you have yourself and then you have people underneath you. But think about the real world. You have a boss and you have your boss, and then their person that follows up to them. And I mean, it's just the same thing. It's just in a bigger, it's more out there. So it doesn't seem like a pyramid at all to you once you're in the like corporate world, but really it is. The main differences though, so like a pyramid scheme, why it's illegal. I learned this too when I was, doing my research. It's a pyramid scheme has no product involved. It's really just a promise of nothing, a promise that you'll get rich and, just sign up underneath me and we'll get rich together. And the person that signs you up takes that money and then they're not giving you any product. Nothing is coming from like a corporate head, like Beachbody. Obviously we have programs, we have products. The other difference is giving you my paraphrasing. You can obviously look this up too, but a pyramid scheme is the money that, say I signed up Brighton and Brighton signs up somebody, then I'm taking from Brighton's pay or Brighton takes from my pay. That's not how it works. No money is taken from me or her or anybody else. It all comes from our corporate Beachbody, our parent company. And that's probably not the right term either, but you know what I mean? They're the ones that pay us, no money is taken from me. It's kind of cool too that, or just another misconception of this one is that the person at the top, if you don't get in early, you're never going to make money. That's totally wrong too. I know a lot of people that have been in this business and they are at the bottom and their coach even makes less than they do. The person that was signed up later can make more. It just depends on how much you're willing to work. So those are all the short answers. And of course, do your research. Pyramid schemes are illegal. And I just want to make sure you do the research. There is a video here, but let's just, we'll skip over that for now. I can post the link in the event so we can, if you have more questions about this as well. So, okay, so another question I get, or just a kind of comment feedback is, I'm too busy, right? I have no time to coach. I don't have time to better myself and help other people and better myself, like I just said. So it's, 2016, right? It's almost 2017. We are all busy. Like, I hate when people say they're busy. Like, I get it. We're all busy, right? It is something that, we just have to get used to and we have to like embrace it. Lots of kids, multiple jobs, you're in school, etc. There's just, the list goes on. A lot of coaches, even on our team, have demanding full-time jobs. They have families, they're going to school, full-time or part-time. They literally have built their business though in 30 minutes in the morning and 30 minutes at night and on the weekends. It's an hour a day and you can get your business done. We call it a power hour. We train you to do that, so don't feel like you have to do that on your own. It's something that we have trainings that we plug you in. It's a plug in and go. It's awesome. So, and it also comes down to just like, what's your why for being here? My why at first was I wanted a discount. I didn't think I was going to be a coach like this. I thought I was going to quit come month 3 because the event would be over and I would no longer need to be on Shakeology. I didn't think I could afford it and I took a chance. But during the training, I saw a little bit of myself in those top coaches and I wanted that. And all of a sudden it became something I really loved and it just was a no-brainer for me. I learned what I needed to learn, but then it just came second nature. Like, if I don't take a selfie after I work out, I just feel off. Like, I don't feel like, it's like drinking water to me. It's something I just do. So it was a no-brainer to just keep up with coaching. And like, my big why is I want to do this full time and like make a living and be able to support my children when I have them, to retire Ian so he doesn't have to work at this I just can't stand his job. So like, I would love to get him out of where he's working too. So my why is stronger than my excuses. Like I have to wake up at 6 o'clock every morning and work out and, work my business. I read a lot of personal development. I do trainings for people because I am the all-in coach. And I'm not saying everyone will be an all-in coach. Like for Brighton, for example, I'll kind of jump into her. So, Brighton is a full-time college grad student, and she already made Emerald, which means she's signed up 2 coaches underneath her. And that was in her first month. So, and she's already doing awesome this month. So let's jump over to Brighton and we'll have her kind of tell her story and how she, just how she makes it work really. So Brighton, you want to take it away?
Yeah. Okay. So, hey guys, I actually became a Beachbody coach. I'm on month two now. I decided to become a coach. I actually did 21 Day Fix 2 years ago, and I had a lot of success with that program. And at the time, I was like, "No, I'm good. I'm busy, and I'm in college. I can't afford Shakeology, whatever." Had every excuse. But little did I know, I was coaching people for the past 2 years, because if anybody had anything to say about, oh, I wish I could lose some weight, or, oh, I wish I could eat better, I would say, well, you should do the 21 Day Fix. Like, it's so easy. So it just got to a point this semester, in my 3rd semester of grad school, I have 1 more semester left. And I was like kind of not having a job because grad school is a little bit more demanding. And I was like, dang, I wish I had a way to like help people. And I need to get a little bit more healthy. And that way I can maybe make some money on top of helping out other people and helping myself. So I contacted Julia and I said, let's do it. So how I actually have like made it to Emerald and been pretty successful is I actually am really busy. Like I have a full loaded schedule for grad school. Like I just said, it's a little bit more demanding than your undergraduate program. But what I do is there are days that I don't have time to sit down and do all Beachbody for, an hour or 2 at a time. What I do is I make sure that I drink my shake every morning. I do my workout every day, and I do post to social media. What I like to do is keep a balance though. So on those days where I didn't get to, go do some crazy thing, like with my workout, like I just worked out and felt good, I'm not going to always post a workout selfie. Sorry, Julia. But I do make sure that I like show people that yes, I do Beachbody, but yes, I also love my dog. I love my boyfriend. I love my family. I made a beer can cake and got scratch cupcakes for my boyfriend's birthday to surprise him. Like little things like that to make it seem like, oh, I can relate to her. I love scratch cupcakes. I've actually had success doing just posts like that from people contacting me on Instagram saying, hey, I see that you post a lot and I'm wanting to know more about what you're posting about. So I actually have had success through social media, but I think keeping a balance is something that helps make me successful. And then something else that I do is I always make sure I'm adding people. If we like went to Iowa State together, or if we have 3 mutual friends, if we have no mutual friends and they just have a pretty horse that I'm like, oh, I like that. I'm going to follow you, or I'm going to add you. And then maybe later on, they're going to want to see what I do. So I'm still learning some ways to kind of implement this into my schedule, but I do make sure that I'm at least spending almost 10 hours a week on Beachbody. If I do have a busier week and I have to spend less time, I devote that time that I am doing it like 110%. So that way I know that I am putting as much into it as I can. Another thing that I like to do is, because I know that all of you college kids are on your phone or on your laptop in class anyway, so why not work on making some new friends and helping more people while you're sitting in class not paying attention, and get on that Facebook Messenger and send some invites out for your challenge group or whatever. Stuff like that stuff I do. I make sure I have my Messenger app on my phone so that way I can work on the go too. So that's kind of what I do with the too busy type thing, because I tell you what, I'm busy too. So everyone's busy.
Exactly. Well, those are great tips too. I think that's helpful for anybody, and just it's really cool to now have you on the team, just so it's hard when I am trying to talk to people that are busy. I am now a full-time coach. I don't expect people to be as full-time as me. I'm not asking you to quit your job by any means. So it's kind of cool. We have Brighton now, and we have other coaches on our other team that are kind of doing what she's doing, but I love how real she is too. So that's awesome. So great. We will keep going. So let's go this one. Okay. So this is the big question of how we make money. I'm not going to do most of the talking on this one. I'm actually going to open up to YouTube, and I forgot to load it. So let's make sure it loads. Oh, we have a visitor.
What's up, everybody? It's Coach Caleb from EpicEveryRep.com. Over the past couple months, I've had a lot of people asking me about this Beachbody coaching opportunity. More specifically, about the compensation plan and how I actually make money through it. And I've honestly been hesitant to talk about this topic in the past because I really don't want to attract the people that are only interested in financial gain. But I've realized over the past couple weeks that it's definitely a real question on a lot of genuine people's minds. So I'm going to go ahead and answer it for you guys. In this video, I'm going to touch on all the ways that me and my awesome team of coaches are earning real, legitimate money through the Beachbody coaching opportunity. There's a lot of ways that you can earn, and when you combine them all together, it gets very exciting. So here we go. I present to you Coach Caleb's Beachbody Coach Compensation Plan Crash Course. Earning opportunity number 1. This is the most commonly understood way to make money as a Beachbody coach. Simply put, we make 25% commissions on all retail sales of Beachbody products. The mistake that most people make is assuming that Beachbody coaches only make their money through selling. That's just not true. In fact, it's just the very tip of a large iceberg. Stick with me here and we'll get to that. Earning opportunity number 2. Beachbody coaches earn 50% commissions on all Team Beachbody Club memberships. Earning opportunity number 3. Beachbody coaches earn $20 Shakeology Fast Start bonuses. Earning opportunity number 4. Beachbody coaches earn $100 Shakeology Fast Start Plus bonuses. Earning opportunity number 5. Beachbody coaches earn $50 to $70 Challenge Pack Fast Start bonuses. Earning opportunity number 6. Beachbody coaches earn $100 Showcase Pack bonuses. Are you still with me? Hang in there. Earning opportunity number 7. Team Cycle bonuses. This is the main earning opportunity through coaching, so we're going to give it a little bit more special attention. As you grow your organization, which can extend infinitely with time, you're awarded bonuses directly from Beachbody based on the success of your team. Basically, it's Beachbody's way of saying, hey dude, you're doing a great job with your business. Here's some extra incentive money to reward you for your great work as a leader. But here's the cool thing. They're not just little extra bonuses. Team Cycle bonus is actually where Beachbody coaches build their residually producing fortunes. Check this out. You can earn up to $12,000 a week just in Team Cycle bonus. Did you catch that? A week. That's $624,000 a year residually forever. And you can build that residual fortune for yourself in just a couple years of sacrifice and dedication to this business. Yeah! Can you see how exciting that is? Okay, calm down. We're going to move on. Earning opportunity number 8. Beachbody coaches earn personally sponsored coach matching bonuses. Earning opportunity number 9. Beachbody coaches earn Star Diamond production bonuses. This one's kind of cool too. Beachbody sets aside 2% of its total earnings and divides it among its qualified Star Diamond coaches. Considering the fact that Beachbody is a billion-dollar company and continuously growing, that's a pretty fat bonus, and it's paid quarterly. Here's a quick question for you. How would you like to have a $40,000 check to
Okay, so we're going to stop a little bit early. That was a great question, though. He asked you how much, or would you like $40,000 like every quarter? Now, this is pretty advanced, I will say, and you don't, obviously it's going to take a lot of work. Beachbody doesn't guarantee. I should totally put that disclaimer in there. But it does have it does have possibilities. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so now I'm into. Let's talk about recommending things. I didn't mention it before, but this is a great way to think of it. Beachbody coaches aren't just somebody that sells something, right? We did talk about that. We talk more about that we recommend things, just like Brighton did say that when people say that they have trouble losing weight or they need to get back into shape, she would recommend them doing the 21-day fix. So if you think about it, what do you recommend? To just people you meet on the street, when people are at the grocery store. I remember I asked a question and she recommended me going to this store, and so you think of hair, you think of nails, you think of restaurants, you think of even products. I talk about makeup all the time, in different brands of, mascara and lipstick, all kinds of stuff like that. So it's kind of cool just to think about it that way, that it doesn't feel so, icky and selly, because that's not what we do. We recommend things that we love. Okay, so challenge groups. I'm sure you've all been invited to a challenge group by either me, Brighton, or one of the coaches on our team. It's and if you haven't yet, you're probably going to get a message tomorrow. No, just joking. We do love our challenge groups, though. It's something that it's kind of second nature to me too. We check in every single day with a person that's in our challenge group, or our group that's in a challenge group. And we usually run them for a month, and we help people make sure they get the results that they want. Help them achieve their goals. That's our mission, right, as Beachbody. But, I can have somebody sign up with size, right, and the Shakeology. But who says they're actually going to open size? The challenge group, that's where the challenge group comes in. We actually, set them up for success. We show them meal plans. We show them how to, make sure they're using their DVDs and the calendars right. We help them with sore muscles. We help them with form. We help them with just making sure they show up, right? So these are awesome. It's something that Beachbody coaches take a lot of pride in. And it's not something that you have to start running right off the bat. Like I said, we're all busy, and it's something that, I run one every month. Sometimes I run two. I run a free one in there sometimes. It's something that you can plug yourself into down the road, and even just be a challenger for a little while, see how they work. Okay, so this is kind of jumping the gun, but these are the pathways that you can kind of take. So I just want you guys to think about it. I'm not asking you guys to quit your job. I'm sure a lot of you do actually like your jobs. And I'm sure you actually want to, some of you want to fulfill your path. If you're a college student, you want to go to find a job that's in your degree, right? That's why we go to college. A lot of people don't, but some people do. So these are kind of the paths that you can pick. So there is the discount coach, right? So on the left-hand side, regular Shakeo drinker. They don't want to do money sales. They are just worried about, or just focused on themselves. They want to get the products a little bit cheaper. It does become more. It does become the 25% off after your first month. So once you sign up the second month, you get your 25% off, which is great. So that's the discount coach. Hobby coaches are a little bit, a little bit more involved, but they usually have a full-time job, or, they're too busy to find the time to work the business a little bit. They are loving the products. They do enjoy sharing it with other people, and they don't mind the extra income. So that's obviously a definite perk of being the hobby coach. There then is what I am. I'm a business builder. I'm an all-in coach. I want that life of freedom. I'm growing a team of Fit4Lifers. That's why you're here. And I am wanting you guys to then build your own team. So that's the type of, I'm a business builder. That's the path I chose. I didn't choose that at first, though. I chose the discount coach, actually. Like I said, I wanted to quit after the month 3. Turns out 3 years later, I am still here. So the cool thing is, and the benefit of this, pick your path. Really all that means is so I know as your coach, or Bright knows as your coach, or whoever invited you here knows that this is what you're kind of thinking. You can then jump from whichever to whichever. You can then change from business builder, like something came up, I need to go to discount coaching. There's no different sign up fee for that. Okay, so let's go into Shakeology. You can't stay with us unless you drink Shakeology. I love that. It's not totally true. You can join the business without Shakeology, but honestly, you are not going to get the best results. You're not going to be able to help the most people, and you're not going to get the residual income. So Shakeology is something that I love. I'm going to open up a YouTube video while I talk about it, but Shakeology is something I've been drinking, like I said, for 3 years. I don't hold on to my weight like I used to anymore. It pushes the stuff that used to stick on for days, like the pizza, the bad food. Even if I took like a bite of pizza, it would stay on my body for days. No longer anymore. That's the biggest reason why I said yes to it. I was told that yes, I was a healthy eater, and I thought I was, but I wasn't doing everything right. My body was missing a lot of nutrients. So we'll let the video talk though, real quick, so we can let them be the professional and talk. Okay, so let's go.
The following is an exclusive Team Beachbody podcast. For more information, go to teambeachbody.com.
I get excited about Shakeology because it tastes so good, and yet at the same time, I know I'm getting the best nutrition I can possibly get in a meal. It's kind of like I'm cheating, but I'm not. You've got your proteins, carbohydrates, you got some healthy fats, fiber, probiotics, digestive enzymes, and then antioxidants, all just compressed into that low-calorie drink. And that's hard to get in any other kind of food. Someone who works like me, a 6 to 12-hour shift, I don't have time to take a lunch. We don't have an official lunch break. And so I've got to grab something. And it's easy to just throw a packet of Shakeology in a little shaker, shake it up with some ice, and I've got my great meal there again. And I think that's true for anybody else. It's going to help anybody who has a fast-paced lifestyle that wants to have a healthy meal. And the cost. And you look at the cost of Shakeology versus going out and having a fast food meal. It's half the cost, but again, you're getting 10 times the nutrients.
Okay, so I wanted to switch over real quick, and I just want to hear why Brighton drinks Shakeology. I know she was kind of against it at first, and we had something change. So Brighton, why did you drink Shakeology?
So I did not do Shakeology when I did the 21-day fix at first. I think if I would have seen a lot bigger results than I did, even though I did have a really good transformation. But why do I drink it every day now? The main reason I chose to finally say yes is because they made the cafe latte flavor, and I am obsessed with coffee. I love coffee. I can drink an entire pot by myself, but not anymore. I don't drink coffee very much, really ever, because I don't crave it. I don't crave that extra boost of energy that it used to give me. And now my body literally craves Shakeology. When I was in Iowa City, I forgot to pack mine. I know. And so I posted online, and a coach who was in Iowa City actually brought me a few scoops of her strawberry Shakeology, and I was literally so grateful for her. And that just goes to show how cool being a Beachbody coach is, because you get to be with awesome people who are willing to be such a cool team player for you. But anyways, I drink it every day because it really does curb my cravings for junk food. I haven't had Diet Coke in almost 2 months now. I actually tried to drink one the other day, and I took 2 drinks, and I was like, I don't want this. I said I need a water. So and then I also, like Julia said, bloating, anything like that, I don't notice that as much. And I do feel like I have a lot more energy throughout the day too. So there's a lot of reasons that I drink it, but the main 2 would probably be the energy and then the cravings, that it totally gets, I don't crave half of the stuff that I used to. So it's awesome.
Cool. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, those are all great reasons. The list goes on, right? So everyone has their different story to it. So it's great to have. You'll all have a story with Shakeology. So okay, let's keep going. Do I have to bug my family and friends? That's another big misconception is, you have to talk to your friends and your family, and those are the only people that'll buy from you and you'll be able to help. So not true. let's look at social media for a second. Instagram, Snapchat, Instagram stories, Pinterest, Facebook, Twitter, like the list, like I said, goes on. That's my common phrase here. You can meet people that are like you and, that relate to you on a different level that might not be your friends yet. I am working in Washington State with people in Iowa. I am working now with people in Washington because I've made friends here that I didn't think I would be able to meet if I didn't have coaching and just like my other stuff. Social media has really helped me make a lot of friends, and really that's what the people that we help are all our friends. So just kind of think of it that way. You don't have to, get on your social media to brag, or not to brag. Some people brag on social media. Some people complain about their days. As social media, as a user now, I am more trying to inspire people. And that's something, I guess, the difference between just somebody on social media and like a coach. So, and that's how you find people that want to be like you. So it's definitely a whole different beast, in itself that we talk about in our team. We do trainings. I've paid money for trainings as a coach. Like I said, all in coach here. I've went to California and learned different things on social media. And so I have a lot of knowledge and I'm learning all the time. And it's just fun to share. And social media, I wish I could get paid, but really I kind of do by my social media. So it's a pretty cool, fun perk of the job. So, okay. So I'm not to my goal yet. That's another big common question and concern. So, some people look their best coming into a Beachbody coach. They've already found fitness. They love it and they want to continue that. Some people are 300 pounds and they're still working on their journeys. It is different for everybody. And it's actually funny. The people that have the journey to go and that aren't perfect and where they want to be have better success. I can think of a top coach who makes a lot of money and helping a ton of people, and she still has like 150 pounds to lose, but she's her authentic self online and she shares her journey. That's really all that it takes. So don't worry about that one at all. Okay, so some of the perks of coaching, there are so many. A lot of them don't even result in a trip or, a sunny beach. A lot of them are just the friendships that you make, the team that you were a part of. Like Brighton said, she had somebody that she didn't even know meet her at her hotel and bring her Shakeology. Like a very, very, very cool network of people. The picture on the left is 25,000 of us in Nashville, Tennessee. We were at our coach summit. It's an annual event that we all get together as coaches and we learn. We learn for like 3 days. We party, we have fun, we work out. This was in the Guinness World of World Records, Guinness Book of World Records, for the largest live workout ever. So it's pretty darn cool. Like the live trainers are, I think, at the very end of the photo, all working out with us, and they have monitors, obviously every street light post, but definitely a great experience. So the one on the right, Punta Cana, that is where I'm going. I qualified for the Success Club trip. The cool thing is things do change and they're not always guaranteed. They're not open to everybody. With so many coaches, it does change a little bit, but there is the possibility of going on trips like this. And you can make money so you don't have to pay for them. So the money that you make and by helping people can then pay for your trip. So just really cool opportunity. I know people that have never gone on trips before and they're able to take their whole family on this trip. So, and these happen multiple times a year. It's not just for the super, super high up coaches. So it's pretty cool. The one in the middle is talking about, we're going to New Orleans this year for the coach summit. It changes sometimes. I've been to Vegas. It's where I met my boyfriend now. And so that's crazy. We went to Vegas. Now we went to Nashville. Now this year we're going to New Orleans. So really, really cool. So, that's all great though. And yes, the financial reward is there too. But the ultimate goal is helping people. Beachbody's mission is to help people live healthy, fulfilling lives. And I love that because it's not just like we want people to get fit and skinny or super strong and super lean, super toned. We want them to have fulfilling lives. And that's where the Beachbody coaching side comes in. I feel very fulfilled every single day knowing that I worked my business and I helped people, whether that was just posting an inspiring post about me working out or whether that me checking in with people or doing a live broadcast like this and showing and sharing you the opportunity. It is all so rewarding, and it's so much more rewarding than sitting at my desk job before. And that could be great and you love that, but I guarantee this will be a little bit better. Okay, so how do I sign up? That's the big question, right? So obviously that is up to you. You pick your path, and we want to, make sure it's the right fit for you. And we have all the tools set up for you so you can start correctly and get plugged into our system. Everything is duplicatable in our business, so it's not something that you're alone on. We match the pace that you set. We have a system that'll send you an email right away when you get signed up in the first 30 minutes with the first thing that you need to do in the first 30 minutes. So it is amazing, the support that you get from corporate, from us, the team, from my team's team, from their team's team. It's amazing. So we have trainings that we get you set up in. And then again, we can teach you the 10-hour work week, like Brighton said. So it is great. It's a great journey that you get plugged into. So we want you to start right, obviously. So this is what we call a challenge pack. So this is the Shakeology and a workout. The best one, the most value you get, we've all decided, is the Club Beachbody Shakeology challenge pack. So this is like Netflix, but for Beachbody programs. You get almost every Beachbody workout for free when you do the service. So it's kind of like a subscription fee. And you get 3 months of that for only $10, what would usually cost you about $40. And then you get your Shakeology. So it's about $140 for, it's about $140 for that whole thing. When obviously there's a little bit of tax, but the best part is if you sign up as a coach with this challenge pack, you don't have to pay the $40 sign-up fee. And if you think about that for a second, a $40 sign-up fee. Let's think if you start your own brick and mortar company or your own clothing store or your own social media business. Like, there is a lot more money that goes into the startup cost of a business. To think that your business only technically costs $140 is amazing. So that's kind of how we bundle it together. You're going to get your best results with a workout. You can do it on your tablet, your iPhone, your Android, your computer, anywhere you have Wi-Fi. You can even download some. So if you're off and you're going on a cruise, you can take 7 workouts with you and download them so you can do it offline. And then you get your Shakeology, daily dose of dense nutrition. They're my vitamins every day. You'll feel amazing. So that's how you start right. But my last question for you before we jump into questions is, ask yourself, what if? What if I tried this? What if I gave her a chance? Or what if I give myself a chance for 1 month? What if I help 2 people next month? Because I said yes to Julia and Brighton and this opportunity with Fit4Life. What if I don't do that? Like, that is the question I guess I would really think, what if I don't do that? Do you really want to ask yourself that in 3 months when something happens at work? With the times changing, the president's switching, like, things are going to get crazy. And this time of the year, and this type of time in just the economy and everything, like, this is the time you want to be thinking about stuff like this. So if you love fitness, if you want to have more purpose in your life, like, don't ask yourself in 3 months, oh, well, like, I probably should have done that. Like, what if I did that? I guess I don't know, right? So I love this quote. I'd rather have a life of, oh, wells, like I did it, rather than what if. So just think about that. So anyways,